Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back. So this is the second candle review of the day. By the way, if you missed it, I reviewed a Halloween candle this morning. It's actually my very first, like, quote unquote, like, Halloween candle that I think that I've ever reviewed on my channel. I don't really do Halloween. I know it's like a huge thing for a lot of you, but I didn't grow up with Halloween for the first 10 years of my life because I'm originally from Germany, and when I was growing up, like, Halloween was just not a thing for us, which was fine. I had lots of other exciting things that I celebrated. But yeah, Halloween's just never really been my jam. So this candle right here is obviously not a Halloween related candle, but I have been burning it and I am officially at the halfway point and I want to give you guys a review. Now, if you guys missed my why I'm giving Kringle another chance video, I'm going to link that in the description box down below. It is long, but it's really worth a watch because it really goes through my journey with Kringle Candle, and why I stopped buying from them and why I decided to come around and give them another chance again. And I will put that video, like I said, in the description box down below. Essentially, moral of the story is I watched Brett from over at Philly Candleman. I watched his interview that he did with Mick Kittredge, the CEO of Kringle Candle. And it just really kind of made me change my mind about the company. And it was just really, it was not only a very interesting video, but it was just really well done. And it really showed some humility and a lot of integrity, actually quite a bit of humility and integrity on Mick's part to be able to admit that in the past, some of their products maybe weren't the best, which obviously was my experience in the past, to be totally honest. I told you guys in that video that I'm not taking down my old Kringle Candle videos because those were my experiences, and anything that I share here on my channel is always going to be my experience. And it doesn't matter whether things are sent to me or whether I purchase them, doesn't matter, or whether they're gifted to me by friends and family. It's not going to change my mind or influence my opinions about the product. Like, my experience is what it is. So in some cases, it's fantastic. In other cases, it's just meh. In other cases, it's, oh my gosh, I did not have any luck with this particular candle at all. So not every company is going to do everything perfectly, but essentially after that video, I connected with Mick. He did send me a few candles to be able to test out. And also you will be seeing a Kringle candle haul coming up here soon. I placed an order with them myself to purchase a bunch more candles. So when I review the candles, I will let you know what Mick sent to me and what I purchased myself. And I think actually this next Saturday you will see, if I get the candles, I'll definitely have it up this next weekend. Otherwise it might be early the following week. But just know that some of these candles that I'm reviewing were sent from him. This particular one, Mick sent. So this is Blueberry Muffin. And I'm going to give you guys my thoughts today because I am officially at the halfway point. Let me just turn the candle here for you guys so that you can see. I want you to see this wax pool. I want you to see how this is not discolored in any kind of way. When I blow this candle out, the wax color returns to this same color that we have down here, which is like completely like unburned wax so far. There is no soot. There's a little bit of residue on the side of the jar, but for the most part, this is the cleanest burn that I think I've had on a soy candle like ever. I don't know how he did this, but whatever he's doing with this formula, he's doing it right. So let's get into it, you guys. I'm gonna turn this back around so you can see the pretty label. I do think one of the things that Kringle has excelled at really from the beginning, even before I had my bad luck with them, is they have beautiful packaging, especially on this Kringle line. Their country candle line, it's very reminiscent of the look of a lot of the Yankee candles. But again, really nice photography choices, really nice font choices. Just the aesthetic of this Kringle line here really appeals to me. It is clean, it's classic. I think it looks kind of elegant. I just really like it a lot. The country candle looks a little bit more, I guess old-fashioned in a way. Not bad, just, you know, a little bit more of like an older style, like a classic candle jar style. But you guys, let's talk about, I am gonna go through some of like the product details, and I will put a link to this candle in the description box down below. I'll also put a discount code if you wanna purchase any candles, it's there for you to use. Do not feel obligated. You don't have to use that discount code. It's just there if you guys wanna use it. So I'm gonna go through some of these product details here. So this is from obviously the original Kringle candle line, and this is now a soy wax. Back when I first tried these candles, he was using a paraffin or maybe like a paraffin blend, and I had terrible luck with those candles. Not good. This is, like I said, completely changed around. Okay, so in terms of the fragrance oils, they say this is a maximum potency fragrance made with natural ingredients extracted and compounded in New Jersey, Florida, Texas, and Missouri. So these are all created here in the US. The burn time of this large jar is supposed to be 100 hours plus. I feel like I have been burning this forever. It's probably been about 50 hours. Like this has been multiple burns. And this, it just keeps going and going. I believe that the 100 hours plus is probably a very accurate guesstimate on the amount of burn time that you're gonna get out of this. So this is his 100% soy, natural, biodegradable, clean burning, non-toxic soy wax. It is refined here in the US. The wicks, this is a 2-wick by the way. They are a 100% natural cotton fiber blend, and they are engineered to burn clean in candle systems with high levels of fragrance oils. So I think he picks the wicks very carefully. The jar. I love these jars. I actually still have a couple of my original Kringle candle jars that I reuse out in our back patio. I cleaned obviously the wax out and stuff after I was done with them, and I put citronella pillar candles in there. So I still I reuse these. I think they're beautiful jars. I love them. This is the lid, by the way. It mimics the base, so it just has a really nice look to it. So it does have a little lip on the base here as well. Very, very nice jar. This is a 22-ounce size, by the way, and these are made in the US. I do know that that matters to a lot of you. So these candles are produced at their own facility in Massachusetts, I believe. I believe it's Massachusetts. So let's talk about the scent description, top, middle, bottom notes. Let's talk about the strength and the throw and all of that jazz. And I will address some of like the stuff you see in the background here in a second. So yeah, just I'll tell you where the pedestal's from. I'll tell you where the hurricane's from, all of that. So stay tuned. Okay, so the scent description on this. I picked this one to burn first because it smelled so delicious on cold sniff, you guys. I had never tried blueberry muffin before, but it's going into, like, I've decided to create a top 5 of Kringle scents. This is already within the top 5 and it'll have to stay there. This is delicious. So baked blueberries yield a luscious fruity scent, totally different from the fresh fruit. It's matched perfectly with a warm cake note. So the top notes here are black currant and blueberry. The mid notes are brown sugar and buttercream, and your base notes are lemon zest and vanilla. Oh, you guys, you know what this smells like? It smells just like a blueberry muffin. Like, I don't think that there is any other way for me to explain to you what this smells like. All of the notes that I just shared with you, I would say with the exception of the black currant, I really only smell blueberry in this. I don't get black currant at all, but I get brown sugar, I get buttercream, I get that lemon zest, and I get that creamy, amazing vanilla base. This smells like fresh out of the oven blueberry muffins. The label is exactly what you are going to smell in this candle. I love this scent. This is done incredibly well. It has not changed at all over the course of me burning this candle. The scent has remained completely consistent throughout. The strength I will say the strength has gone up and down just ever so slightly. There were times where this was definitely a strength of about an 8. That was kind of the peak. But I'm finding that it kind of levels out more at like a 7 for just an average burn. So this is a really strong 2-wick candle. I am really surprised that this diameter here allows this much fragrance to come out of this candle. It smells heavenly, and it is the perfect amount of strength, I feel like. I also loved it when it was an 8. Like, a little bit more of an oomph would be even better for me, but I'm actually okay with this strength. I think it's a pretty good strength. The throw, I think I'm actually more impressed with, because again, you can see there's a decent wax pool there. You usually get a wax pool of about, I don't know, it kind of varies. Sometimes I feel like I've had a wax pool that was up to like 1.5 inches, like a really nice deep one. Now this particular burn here, this has only been lit for about an hour. So this could very well pool out even more. I try to only burn my candles about 3 hours max. And that's what I've been doing with this one, is I've been burning it for about 3 hours at a time. And then I blow it out. And that's been working great for me. So I feel like this is a good system. I'm going to stick with it. It's kind of my system for a lot of other candles as well. But you guys, the throw of this is right around a 7 as well. Like, this is a decent throw for the size of this candle, like more than decent throw for the size of this candle. I have to admit, I'm really impressed with the change that I've noticed with just this first one here. Now, what is going to be really important for me long term is that all of the candles have this type of consistency across the board. And that's what I cannot tell you so far, because I have only burned this one from the Kringle line. I have burned one from the Country Candle line, and I am burning one from their 3-wick line as well. So I'm really trying hard to go through each one of the candles and the different styles just to make sure that there is consistency. I can tell you with this very first one, it is delicious. It has a good strength. It has a good throw. There is no soot at all, you guys. I think that is what I am most impressed with, because when I tried these the first time around, there was so much soot. And the wicks also weren't as consistent as these wicks are. I'm telling you, I have not trimmed these wicks once, not from the first burn on. They do not form mushroom tops. They just stay like how they are right there, and they just go. I feel like I don't have to mess with this candle. Again, there is no darkness, no discoloration. there's just that tiny little, it's almost like the candle is like sweating a little bit. Like it's not even like a ton of residue, just a little tiny bit. It's performing really nicely, you guys. I'm really impressed with this first one. So fingers crossed we have some good consistency here over the next several that I try. I ordered, I think it's like 6 or 7 candles. I can't remember. Again, you guys will see the haul. So I've got quite a few more coming. And I did pick them all from the Kringle line here. And I just like the aesthetic of this line the best, I think. But yeah, it's a winner. Also, let's quickly talk about the hurricane that I have here. So this is, I'm just gonna put the hurricane back over top. I obviously have this candle on top of a Homeworks pedestal. And then I recently invested in, here, I'll go back. I invested in the Chester hurricane. I'll link it down below, from Pottery Barn. This is an expensive hurricane, you guys, but I wanted one that would hold my Homeworks pedestals inside, and this one fits the bill perfectly. So that's obviously a Homeworks pine cone pedestal here, and then this is the Chester hurricane that I have it in. Now, I will say, I have been burning this candle pretty much exclusively in hurricanes. I did test it one time outside of the hurricane, and I think you could go either way. I don't think that you have to put these Kringles in a hurricane, but I do think it probably helps to concentrate the fragrance just a little bit more even. And obviously a hurricane is gonna hold the heat in very nicely. So I would definitely recommend a hurricane to you if you don't have one already, but I don't think it's a necessity for these. So I don't think you have to purchase anything extra if you get a Kringle. Overall, it's doing well in my house so far. I really hope that the other ones that I burn are as good as this one, because if they are, then I would absolutely recommend checking out more of these. So, but we'll see. Again, you guys, I am a burning monster right now. I'm trying to get through as many as possible, as fast as possible. So I am basically burning starting in the morning until I go to bed at night. Not the same candles, by the way. I am blowing them out, like I said, after about 3 hours, and then moving on to another one and doing testing on that. So let me know if you guys have any questions. Be sure to check out the description box down below for links and information on the pedestal and all that stuff. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.